Hey, what's up guys? It's Casey the Rockstarflipper. It is Sunday night. It's very late. It's almost midnight. This video is going to be late getting up. It's probably going to be 2 or 3 in the morning until I post this. But I wanted to get a video up. Like I said, it's been probably 3 months, a video every single day. I've had a lot of support from you guys, a lot of kind comments, a lot of thank yous, and a lot of success stories because of the videos that I've made, which makes me feel really good that I'm able to help you guys earn more money, make more money, have more freedoms, and maybe for some of you, quit your job and start full-time at reselling, which is the reason why I started this channel. A few months back, maybe 4 or 5 months ago, 6 months ago, somebody that is close to me personally, locally, but doesn't do very well, kind of dabbled in eBay and Amazon selling and wanted to get going full-time. So I spent a few days at his house teaching him the business, teaching him everything that I show you guys in these videos over the course of a few days a week, and got him going. And now 6 months later, he's quit his job and he's working full-time at reselling. I think at his job he was making pretty good money. He was making $16, $17 an hour, but he worked very hard. He worked out in the summer heat. We're here in Florida, so it was 100 degrees, during June and July. It's just not a job that he wanted to do, not a future, not something that he wanted to, continue with. And he's mid-20s, 26, 27 years old. He was done with it. And so, $16 an hour is nothing to scoff at. That's, $650 a week. He was bringing home $500 after his taxes and his Medicare. But I told him I felt like $500 a week was not something that was out of the realm of possibility for him within a few months. And I was right. After about 3 or 4 months, he quit his job. He was making $600 a week, $700 a week, and he was moving on to reselling. And now he's making well over $1,000 a week. He's making almost double what he was making before at his job. He gets to work at home. He gets to stay with his young daughter. He doesn't have to work out in the heat. He doesn't have to work out in the sunshine. He doesn't have to do hard manual labor that was killing his body. He was breaking down at 26, 27 years old. So I felt, I felt a sense of accomplishment, and I felt a good feeling knowing that I was able to help him go from the situation that he was in to what he's at now. And it wasn't just me and my videos or my advice or my coaching that got him there. It's a lot of hard work. He put in a lot of hours, because remember when he started this, like a lot of you, he was working a full-time job. He had to be to work at 7:30 or 8 o'clock. He didn't get home till 5:30. He had to make his kid dinner. He had to make his wife dinner. He had to, take care of all of his stuff. There wasn't a lot of time for sourcing and reselling, but he made the time. He worked hard. He worked 14, 16 hours a day because that's what he wanted to do. And why am I telling you guys this story? The reason I'm telling you guys this story is because I get a ton of comments every day. Like I said, a lot of emails and a lot of, personal stories and thank yous and everything that was the same situation that this guy was in, that I see you guys in. And I see a lot of people that want to know, how do I do it? How do I get full-time? How do I make this work, make this happen? And it really is no secret. It's hard work. If you're working a full-time job, you're going to have to suck it up for 3 or 4 months, 5 months. You're going to have to work 14, 16, 18-hour days between listing and posting and buying, and finding time outside of your job to really make, buying and reselling a full-time gig. Once you are to a point where you can quit your full-time job and you can start focusing on resourcing or reselling full-time, then it becomes a lot easier. It's still a grind and a hustle every day, but you won't have to worry about that boss or that job or being somewhere at a certain time. You'll be able to really clear your head and get motivated and focused on what you need to do to grow your resale business. So I hope that you guys take my videos for what they are. They are a point of starting. They're what to do, how to move, how to go from one thing to the next to the next. But the real secret, if I made one YouTube video called The Secret to Making Money, The Secret to Being Independent, The Secret to Not Having to Work for Somebody, it's hard work. Nothing happens without hard work and without discipline and without getting up and having that motivation to get out there every day and make it happen. There's just no substitute for hard work no substitute for, you know, just going out and putting your nose to the ground and grinding. I follow a YouTuber, some of you probably know who he is. His name's Casey Neistat. Just a coincidence his name is Casey, go figure. He's probably the hardest working YouTuber that I've ever watched, and that's probably on YouTube right now. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of YouTubers that make a lot of videos, a lot of good content, they spend a lot of time editing, and they put a lot of work into it. But if you've never seen Casey's videos, Casey Neistat, it's Neistat. Go ahead and look him up on YouTube. You can pause my video, go check out one of Casey's videos, and then come back here. But Casey is a lifetime videographer that daily vlogs, which basically means he videos his life day in and day out. He posts a video every day. He cuts hours of video down to 10 minutes, and he puts a video up. And he always says that he's not the smartest, he's not the best looking, he's not the richest. Although, Casey, we all know you're making a crap ton of money now. I gotta say, he's making a boatload off YouTube. But he's not the richest, he's not the best looking or the strongest or any of those things. But what he lacks in all of those things, he doesn't just make up for in his hard work. He absolutely blows past everybody else in hard work. There's nobody that works harder than Casey, at least not in videoing and vlogging and YouTubing, period. I will put him up against any other YouTuber. He's the hardest worker. And if you want to succeed in life, you want to make money, watching my videos will help you. It'll give you ideas. It'll teach you things, little tricks that can help you make more money. But when it comes down to it and the stuff hits the fan, it all comes down to how much hard work and how much, motivation and how much get up and go that you have and that you put out every day. So I know this is kind of dragging on and blabbing, but really every day I get asked at least 2 or 3 times, what's the secret to make money? How do you make money? What can I do differently? And the answer is simple. It's work harder. So take all of what I provide to you guys, take everything that I give you, put it up here, but when you get out there and you're doing it, make sure you're doing it faster, harder, and longer than anybody else. Make sure you're there before the other resellers and buyers. Make sure you stay longer at the bins. Make sure you get up before you go to bed and pack all your packages so you can get started earlier in the morning. Make sure you answer questions right away. Don't put those emails off till you go to the park or go play video games or whatever it is you're doing. Answer those emails now. Respond to those offers quicker. Make them count. Get everything done as soon as you see it. When you walk past something, pick it up and grab it and move it. Just make sure you guys work harder and the money will come. It absolutely will come. So that's my advice for today. That's the way I'm starting this video for today. Couple quick things I'm going to give you guys beyond this message. I didn't want to just have a lame talk to you guys about a video. I always want to make sure you learn something beyond that message. I hope you guys learned from that message, but I want to make sure you guys learned something for tonight's video. But I also got to keep an eye on the time. Jesus, it is after midnight. It's now Monday officially. But so I got to hurry up and get this edited and get this up for you guys. Alright guys, now that the boring stuff, the boring talk is over, no, but seriously, please take what I said to heart and really, really make your hard work count. But now that the boring stuff is over, I want to go over a few questions people asked me that I didn't get in the Q&A that I meant to answer, that I really wanted to answer, and so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. One question was from Michelle about the brands of ties that we buy. If it's a huge bulk lot, I don't really look at it. I just grab everything and then I list them. But if you're asking what ties sell the best, I have a lot of luck with Tommy Hilfiger and Polo ties. They sell really well. They don't sell expensive, but they sell really well. Versace and Hermes ties, Hermes, it's pronounced Hermes, are really high-end ties. They're $200-300 retail ties that you can sell for $40-50 on the used market. Jay Garcia does really well. Novelty ties, golf ties, holiday ties, Christmas ties. Things with fast food on them. I've sold a Checkers tie a while back for like $15. M&M's ties, I've sold those. Crayola Crown ties, I just sold one a couple days ago for like $11.99 or $12. So anything like that, anything that sticks out, high quality, 100% silk. You can go on my eBay. It's The Electronics Zone 1. With an X at the end of electronics. So it's Electronix, Zone, The Electronics Zone 1. I'll put that down in the description for you guys. You can go to my solds and then search by keyword tie, and you'll see all the ties. We only sell about 30 a month, 40 a month, 1 a day on average, 2 a day, just depends. But you can see all the ties that actually sell and what we sell them for. If it says best offer, assume that I took $1 or $2 less of what the price is. I typically, if I list a tie for 10 or 12 bucks, or any item for 10 or 12 bucks, and somebody offers 5, I won't take it. If they offer 8 or 9, I'll probably take it. 2, 3 bucks less, that's cool. I'm not going to give you half off just because you made a best offer. If the tie's been here a while and you catch me on a good day, maybe. But that's pretty much how we work with the ties and almost every item that we sell. I can't remember who asked this. If it was you, comment please so I can mention you in the next video. Somebody asked to see the thank you cards that we put in the package. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. Whoop. There's one. Sorry for the glare. It just says the electronic zone. It says thank you for purchasing from the EZ. Has some pictures on the bottom. And then the back is the important part. 5 stars. And I'll read it to you guys. I'll hold it up so you can pause it if you want and read it. But it says, thank you for purchasing from the electronic zone. We appreciate your business and strive to provide positive 5-star customer service for every customer. Please remember to leave 5-star feedback. If you feel we deserve anything less, email us directly at our customer service email. And I have the customer service email on the bottom of it. Anything less than positive 5 stars viewed negative, and we would love the opportunity to earn the best feedback possible. So that's the card. We stick those down in every single package that goes out the door. Clothing, I am having another card created for clothing. This is the electronic zone, so it kind of doesn't fit. I'm going to have the clothing one fit, a card made to fit so we can stick them in our clothes. We were sticking those in the clothes, but I decided to stop. So I'd like to continue doing that. I'm going to have another set of cards made. These 3x5s, I think I bought a box of 5,000 of them. It was like 150 bucks. So pretty cheap. It's a good investment. It's really, really good. If you haven't seen my video on how to increase your feedback, just putting these cards in your packages will increase your feedback tenfold. Just make sure you don't screw up, because if you screw an order up and you stick one of these in, they're going to blow you up. Trust me. Just do right on your customers. So hopefully that answers those 2 questions that people had put on there for Friday's Q&A, but I didn't get to them. So I wanted to answer them personally on this video. Alright, so moving on, guys. Last night I did a video all about Amazon, FBA versus FBM, fulfilled by Amazon versus fulfilled by merchant. And somebody said that they didn't understand the fee schedule that Amazon charges, how the fees are broken down. So I'm going to put a link down in the description to the breakdown of how Amazon charges fees and how much it costs. So the 2 differences in FBM versus FBA, all the Amazon fees. So, well, we'll start at the beginning. For those of you that don't sell on Amazon, Amazon charges $39.99, 40 bucks for a seller's account. You can sell for free on Amazon as a personal account, but it's limited. Somebody please help me out. I don't remember the limits. What is it, like 10 items a month or 1,000 bucks? It's very, very limited. When you pay for a seller's account on Amazon, unlike eBay, there are no monetary limits to your account. There's restricted categories, but you can sell $1 million worth of something. If you go out and you have iPod Touch and you've got 1 million of them, you want to put them up for $1 a piece, wha-pow, you can knock yourself out. So it's $40 a month to have that professional, I think it's called like a Seller Pro or whatever it is. That comes right off of your invoice for Amazon, right off of your sales total. So that's fee number 1. If you sell an item through fulfilled by merchant and you're shipping it yourself, when your item sells, let's say you sell a $50 item, you will process the shipping label and it will deduct, let's say it's $5 to ship it. You'll be left over your $45. That will go into your sitting Amazon account. That's the account that transfers every 14 days. So then that's $45. And then you're going to pay Amazon fee, a selling fee, which is the same as eBay's final value fee. The percentages are not standard on Amazon. Like eBay, it's pretty set, cut and dry, 10%. There are some exceptions, but it's pretty much across the board 10%. On Amazon, it depends on the category and the product. Some of my items, some of my items are 8%. Some of them are as high as 15 to 20%. It just depends. So you really have to look at the categories and the percentages that you pay. When you list an item on Amazon on your inventory page, it'll tell you what the fee is going to be if it sells. So that's the fulfilled by merchant fee. That's the only fee you pay. You pay to ship it for your shipping label, and you pay for your final value fee. Fulfilled by Amazon is a little different. There's about 3 fees that you have to understand for that that's different from the fulfilled by merchant. The first fee that you're going to pay when you need Amazon to store your merchandise and ship it for you is you have to get it to Amazon. So let's say you have a box full of video games you want to ship them. A video game costs you $2.60 to mail at a normal rate. A huge box of them might cost you $20, $30. Amazon will provide you a label to ship to their warehouse. It's very, very cheap. They get really, really like 75% discounted shipping rates through UPS because of the volume that they do. So when you ship it in, it's best to ship in bulk. If you got one item, it's going to cost you $2 to ship in or whatever. If you got a whole bunch of items because of their discount, you might only end up spending like 10 cents an item to ship them all in. So best if you get a bunch together. But that is one fee you have to think about, the inbound shipping to get it to their warehouse. The second fee that you're going to pay is a storage fee. Any items that do not sell have a storage fee, and that's going to be one of the links I put in the description. It describes what the fee is. It's very nominal. I used to have a bunch of video games there, and I was paying like 2 cents per game per month for all my games. Now, I had a couple hundred games, so it was adding up, but 2 cents per game for Amazon to store it for me is really not bad when you think about it. You can have a couple thousand games and only spend, $200 for basically storage for a month. And if they sell, you don't pay it. So that's how the storage works. There's a long-term storage fee too. If something sits for like longer than 6 months or a year, they charge you another fee. So that's something to think about. The third fee that you pay Amazon for, if you do FBA, is the pack and pick fee. That's basically the handling. That means they're charging you a fee once your merchandise is in their building and stored. When your item sells, they're going to send their little man, their employee, or their robot, or whatever it is. It's going to go pick up your item. It's going to pick it for the order. It's going to pack it up, and it's going to physically send it out the door. Stick the label on it, and send it right out the door. That's a pick and pack fee, and that can range, for example, my video games was like $1.50. So, inbound shipping, storage, and your pick and pack fee. That's all in addition to what you would normally pay to ship the item to the customer. You're going to still pay to ship the item to the customer. You're still going to pay Amazon a final value selling fee. So those are all things to keep in mind if you're going to do FBA versus FBM. If small margin items are what you're selling, if you're buying an item for $1 and selling it for $10, and after your fees, normally you're netting, $7, and you want to give up the extra $2 or $3 to have Amazon do it, it's probably not worth it because you're down to making nothing. Now, if you're buying items for $2 or $3 and selling them for 20 or 30, it might be in your best interest to send them all to Amazon. It'll cost you an extra $2 or $3 to have Amazon handle it. Instead of making $15, all of a sudden you're making $13. Who cares? You're still good. You're not doing the work. You don't have to hire an employee. So those are things you have to work out with your inventory and your profit margins to decide if FBA is better for you or if sticking with FBM is better for you. You also have to take into consideration if you're paying rent on a building or you're paying an employee to handle all this. That's all things that, I can't tell you. You have to work out for your own business. But it's good to understand all those fees so you know what you're up against. So that's the FBA versus FBM. I'm sorry if I wasn't more clear about that yesterday on the video about Amazon and FBA versus FBM, but a lot of people asked afterwards, and that's the answer that I have for you. It's your business. You have to figure it out, and you'll be able to quickly decide if one or the other is better. And hopefully the links I put down in there to the fee schedule and all that about Amazon FBA will help you guys out. And yes, I was corrected by several of you in yesterday's videos down in the comment section. There is a way to ship your merchandise to Amazon FBA and still sell it on other platforms. They do multi-channel fulfill it. The only warning I'm going to give about multi-channel fulfillment is I have heard that it's delayed sometimes, and that one-day delay, if you're offering one-day shipping on eBay and Amazon delays the shipment going out, you could be in real trouble in your eBay account for late shipments. So be careful, look into that. I Googled it a lot. Some people said they had an issue with it. A lot of people said they didn't. They were perfectly fine. I like to control my own destiny. So if I have 50 of something and I want to send it into Amazon FBA, which I rarely do. I don't use Amazon FBA very much. But if I did, I would send them 25 and keep 25 for myself to sell locally or on eBay. And if everything sold out of the Amazon warehouse and I wasn't selling them here locally or on eBay, I'd go ahead and ship the rest in the listings elsewhere. But if they start selling like hotcakes on eBay or locally and Amazon's not moving them, at least I didn't send all my inventory to the Amazon warehouse. And then I can call in the Amazon warehouse and get that merchandise back for less than if I had sent everything in there. So that's my outtake on, you know, splitting your inventory up between places, sending half to Amazon or keeping half. So thank you guys for correcting me in that video and in the comments from yesterday. If you ever hear anything I say that's either not right or that you're questioning, let me know. Don't be a jerk about it, but let me know that I messed up, or let me know that there is another option, or that I'm wrong, or that there's something I missed, or whatever it is. I appreciate the criticism and I appreciate the help, because I don't know everything. I know a lot of stuff, but I'm definitely not an expert on every single step of the way. So that was a great tip. Multi-channel fulfillment is available, which means you can basically send merchandise to Amazon. They hold it in their warehouse. You can sell it on eBay, and they will process it just like an Amazon order. They'll stick the label on and ship it to your customer. You can Google that. So, great tip, guys. Appreciate that. All right, guys. Before I end the video today, I had one more question about inventory. A lot of people ask about the clothing, but some people asked about the iPod inventory. They noticed we have like a couple hundred iPods, which is true. So how do we keep track of which ones are which when we're going to ship them? So when Kate, my fiance, puts the listings live, she numbers each one. So the listing might say iPad 4th generation black, number 1. The white one might be number 2, the white one with 32 gigs might be number 3, and then when the order sells on the label, because it's in the title, she'll put it right at the end, just 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll say 3, so she knows she needs to go pull number 3 to fulfill that order. So all of them are labeled with her little stickers. Number 306, number 324, 336. So all she has to do is pull the label, and then once she pulls that label, she goes over to the shelf, which I'm trying to see if we have a label here. I don't think we do. No, we don't have any labels right now because I packed everything. But she would pull that label, and that label would have the number on it. She'd come over here and find number 336, stick with the label, and she's good. And this way we can store, you can literally see we have like almost 100 in this couple of bins. Excuse the blurriness here. But we have tons of them. They're all numbered here. And that's how easy it is to keep track. They're literally all on a couple of shelves that we have everything, you know, numbered. My video games are easy because they're by title. So, you know, most of those are at the office. I have a few here. I don't know how I ended up with these. But that's how we do the inventory for the iPods and anything small like that. So hope that helps you guys. I'm going to end the video here. It was a busy day. Sorry I didn't have more information for you guys. Rained this morning. There wasn't any yard sales. It drizzled. I don't know if that scared people, but I did drive out and I couldn't find any yard sales going on. So next week, hopefully, will be a better yard sale weekend for us. This weekend was just terrible again with the weather as usual. Welcome to Florida. Welcome to our lives. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, subscribe, share it, video it, and show it to the whole world. Put it back on your YouTube channel, whatever you want to do with it. I love you guys. Thanks for all the support. And I'm going to get this up because it's getting really, really late. It's probably almost 1 in the morning now. And I know you guys are going to want to see this in the morning when you wake up. So thanks for everything, guys. Make sure to follow us on social media down at the bottom. I saw a lot of you did. Thanks for that. And we'll see you again tomorrow on Monday.